Hey everybody, welcome to PhillyBigJ's PhanCrave podcast, where Philly sports is heard from the city to the burbs, and I'm about to feed you that word. Oh yeah, you know what we talking about this week, baby. We talking about our fighting Phils, because now we know who we gonna play in these playoffs in that first round, and that's gonna be those New York stinking Mets. Oh yeah, we gonna talk about today what we need to do to get these wins, what we need to do to put those Mets out of their misery, and that's what we about to do this week, baby. We about to handle this come tomorrow night. Oh yeah, our fighting Phils doing what they got to do. Now let me tell y'all something. We finally got some rest. We got time to recoup. Hopefully, our bats are going to be swinging. You know what I mean? We need our big bats to step up. We need Harper. We need Turner. We need Schwarber. We need Marsh. We need all of them. JT. We need those bats, baby. We need y'all to come through when we need y'all to come through. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about hitting those big boppers. That's right. We're going to need to ring that bell. We need to ring that bell this week, baby. Ring that bell on those daggone Mets and let's crush their hopes and dreams. You know what I'm saying? Our pitching, we got some rest. We got time. Now our arms are back. Going to have to get back into it. We know we're going to get out of Wheeler. Nothing but that A1. Because Wheeler, he do what he got to do to handle his business. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to worry about Wheeler. I want Nola to go game 2, but I understand where Sanchez should probably go game 2 because he has that better home record. But see, Nola has that experience. Nola has been here before. Nola has done this. So I don't know if I feel more comfortable with Sanchez taking it at home because he's real comfortable at home and he has a better record, or Nola taking it at home because he's going to go ahead and secure that and make sure it comes back to Philly. But I would understand if Topper makes the decision to go ahead and start Nola. And I also would understand if he went on to make the decision to start Sanchez. Now, my thinking, this is what I'm saying. We know Wheeler going to lock it. I say we go Sanchez. You know what I mean? Game 2. Let him go ahead and do what he got to do. He can handle it. I think our bats are big enough. I think we got that home field advantage. In Red October, baby. That's what we do back in Philly. They ain't ready for this. They not ready for what we about to unleash on them. They have not experienced that Philly crowd. And they going to get that full Philly crowd down there at CBP. I'm telling you. They are going to get that whole experience. And they going to be in like awe. Because what they got there in Milwaukee was nothing like what they about to get. I'm telling you, there's no city like it. Our Philly sports, man, we are so proud of our Philly sports. And we ride or die, baby. Ride or die. But as I was saying, I say we go with Sanchez game 2. Let him go ahead and take care of business. And I would feel more comfortable with Nola going down there to New York and taking on the Mets in that game 3. Because I think Nola, he has that stuff to shut it down. You know what I mean? Because when Nola is on, he is on, baby. And I think he's going to bring it. I know he's going to bring it. You know what I'm saying? So if it was me running the lineup, it would be Wheeler, Sanchez, Nola, and then you go ahead and bring out Ranger. All right, Ranger, do what you got to do, baby. You won't be in New York. I can handle it. You know what I mean? But I'm going to tell you right now, Ranger, if you show that you ain't got it, we're going to have that quick leash. We need Topper to have that quick leash and yank your head. Bring you back in, man, because I don't know what happened. But, the first part of that year, man, Ranger, we was talking Cy Young. We were talking about having you, Wheeler, in the top for Cy Young. And I don't know what happened come the second half. Second half of the Ranger just fell off. I don't know what's going on. Well, hopefully he can get that back, get his mojo back. I mean, we know you got, you're calm, cool, and collected when you're on that mound. It's just, you're just not hitting your spots. You need to hit your spots, man. Not be over aggressive, but just hit your spots. But I'm telling you, Ranger, I think, bring you back for game 4, and hopefully we can shut it down. I mean, I would love a sweep. I think it's going to be our fighting Phils in 5, man. Fighting Phils in 5. Phils in 5, baby. Phils in 5. That's what I'm talking about. We need our bats, man. I'm telling you. Schwarbombers. That's what we're going to hear. Schwarbomber, baby. We're going to see them cranking them out. Because that's when we get hot. We get hot this time of year. I'm telling you. Our bats are always going to be heated up come this time of year. I know runs have been down low so far in the first few wild card games. It's been close games. The pitching's been stepping up, but I think we got some bat power. I think we got enough bats that could handle any pitching that comes our way. You know what I mean? We got Harper. You got JT that can always come through in the clutch. You know what I'm saying? Trey Turner, we need you to get going. Castellano. Castellano, he's just been the rock all year. You know what I mean? There was a lot of Castellano hate when he first came into this season because he didn't step up last season. Too many droughts in that. But this year, 162 games. He played every single game this year. And I'm saying, you know what? We got to give it up. Give it up for Cassie, man. He has been the Iron Man this year. You know what I mean? And he is hitting the ball. He's doing what needs to get done. He carried us when we were down. His bat was swinging, and he did what he had to do. So, you know what I mean? I like Cassiano, man. I think he's going to be good for us. You know what I mean? So, I think all our bats got to come through. I think, we need to see Alec Bohm start hitting the way he was hitting in the beginning of the year. I need him to come through. I mean, you did good this year. You had a good year. I mean, you had a really, really good year. But I think what I like to see out of you, Bohm, is just a little bit more consistency, come these playoffs, man. We need that consistency to come to the playoffs, man, because we know we need your bats. You know what I'm saying? As far as defense-wise, I know there's a lot of platooning, a lot of talk. Who do you start? Do you start Marsh out in center or Johan Rojas? I'm telling you, I think we have enough bat power. I think we can overcome having Rojas out there in the field. You know what I mean? But if he chooses just choose Marsh, but I don't think Marsh's bat has been, that much better than Rojas' bat. You know what I mean? But maybe Rojas can just play that small ball. Bunt his way onto the move the runner. Do what you got to do. Do the little things. Because his defense, and he in the outfield, it's another level. His defense in the outfield is another level, as opposed to when you see Marsh out there. Marsh, he has good defense. But I'm telling you, when you look at what's going on when it comes to Rojas out there, he just makes those spectacular catches. He can get there when he needs to get there. And that's what I'm talking about, when it comes to that. So I mean, I really think that as far as what we going to do this year in these playoffs, we about to set the tone. We about to set it right. We about to show them what it's all about, and what it's all about is us, our fighting Phils, baby, our fighting Phils. That's what I'm talking about. We are going to definitely continue to take care of business, this off season. I mean, this playoff season, So I'm expecting big things from our fighting Phils, baby. Expecting big things from the fighting Phils. We got that home field advantage. You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta do what we gotta do, and we just make sure we bring it, as our Philly fans always do down at the bank. We bring it. When it comes to our bats, because that's what we got in Harper. Castellano, you know what I'm saying? JT, Boom, bring it. Trey, bring it. We need y'all to bring your bats to the game, baby. Let's go. Fighting Phils, I'm telling you, fighting Phils, baby. Phils and 5, that's what I'm talking about. Topper, I expect you to make those right decisions, man. I believe in you. I believe you can. I believe you've learned from your mistakes from last year. I think that, you'll put us in the right positions to get these dubs that we need. So anyway, fighting Phils and 5, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Fighting Phils and 5. That's what we're going to do. As far as Eagles, we on a bye this week. We get to relax. We get to just watch baseball. But the Eagles get to, they get to recoup. They get to go ahead and get healthy. They need to start putting it all together as a team. I just think we need to start putting it together as a team. There's too much dissension. There's too many things outside. You know what I mean? We need to make a decision on what we're going to do with certain players out there. Who we need to lock down who gonna be our starters. We need to lock down who gonna be the ones to carry us through this season. Right now sitting at 2-2. I expect it to be 3-1 at least 3-1, but 2-2. It's a little bit disappointing to me, but I'll take it. You know me? We aren't good. We aren't bad. I think we're somewhere, in between of the middle of how we were. Against the Saints, we were high. We played a full, complete game against the Saints. Defense looked good. Offense looked good. I think we're somewhere in between there. You know what I mean? So, but we need to put it together as a team. Hopefully this bye week we can work on a lot of things. Work on that offensive line and working together. We'll get Lane Johnson back, but I think they did good. There were some things they little hiccups here and there, but we'll see what happened. I'm telling you, Jalen, you got no excuses, Jalen. Jalen got no excuses. You know what I mean? These turnovers, Jalen, they got to stop. Turnovers got to stop. It's ridiculous that you have as many turnovers as you have. Ridiculous. I mean, when you came into this league and you started playing the first 2 years, I thought we got the bull. We got that man. You don't turn over the ball. You make smart decisions. You get out of bounds when you need to get out of bounds. You throw it away when you needed to throw it away. But this year, I don't know. The last year and a half, I'm telling you, last year and a half, you have just been putting the ball in dangerous positions, fumbling the ball. You know what I mean? When you start running with that ball, man, you 2 hands on that ball, tuck it, put it away. If you know you're going to run, tuck it and pull it away. I mean, I know you always got your head up and you're looking to make that spectacular play, but we don't need hero ball. We had enough of hero ball when we had Wentz. We don't need that. We need you to take care of the ball. We need you to make better decisions. I need you to figure out how to read a freaking Todd Bowles defense. You got to figure this out because we may end up meeting them in the playoffs again. And we can't have him dominate you again the way he did with all these blitzes. You got to be able to read that. Have a hot route. You know what I mean? You got to be able to start reading these defensive better, man. You have to. I'm telling you, Jalen. We got a running back in Saquon who is going to be wow. I can't say enough about Saquon and how good he's been for us and how good I think he's going to be. But we can't drive him into the ground. I think we just need to go ahead and, and become a more even keeled team. AJ Brown, you'll be back. Devontae, hopefully he'll be back. And we got to figure out who's our third wide receiver. Because I don't know what's going on. I mean, Brenton Covey, don't have him now. Johan Dotson, I mean, come on, man. Come on. I mean, you was a number 1 pick out there. You went in the first round, brother. You're supposed to be a whole lot better than you are. You know what I mean? You're 14, making us look like we're dummies for grabbing you. But come on, man. I need you to step it up, man. Figure out. You have this bye week to really settle in and get in your head in that playbook and understand what we doing and understand where to go. So that's what I want to see when it comes to our wide receivers and our Eagles defense and stuff going on with this bye. We need to come back. And we've facing Cleveland. Cleveland, they're a good team. They're not a great team, but they're a good team. Sean Watson, I know he playing like crap or whatever, but he only needs to put it together. Once he start putting it together, then, you got to be ready. I'm just saying, we got to figure it out. Our birds got to figure it out. Because after this bye, ain't no breaks. You got to go ahead and keep driving this. I need you getting to this playoffs, baby. I had high hopes for our birds. High hopes for the birds. And then, now let's talk about the elephant in the room. Good old Nick. Nick. I don't know what to think of your crazy decisions that you be making in game. I don't know what to take from you when I hear you on the radio and in your news conference. I'm like, man, this guy, he's a mouthpiece. That's it. He just sit there and just talk. Oh, this and that. You the hype man. You this and that. I mean, I need you to be a leader. We need a leader. I mean, you're supposed to be the head coach, be the leader. I know you don't call the plays. I know you don't, aren't involved in a lot of that. But you need to be the leader. You need to be the final voice. And I'm not getting that from you. So I don't know if we should keep Nick or nix Nick. You get it? I don't know. But Nick, you got to figure out, man. You got to figure out where you stand. You got to figure out, what you need to do to get us into better positions when we out there in that field. You need to make sure that we are ready to play. You got a whole bye week. We need to come out against Cleveland and be flying. We need to be ready. You need to have us mentally and physically ready to play against Cleveland coming out of this bye. And then you need to take that blueprint and implement that blueprint once you get us ready and ready to play every week. So I don't know, Nick. These next couple weeks, man, we either gonna keep you, Nick, or we're gonna nix you, Nick. But I'm saying, like I always say, baby, go Birds, baby. That's what we gonna do. Go Birds. I'm talking about what we got starting up also. We got all kinds of action going on this time of year. You got the Sixers. They opened up camp. Preseason starting. And next week, I think they play first game is next week. So we get to see what the new Sixers looking like. Get to see what Paul George and Joel. Joel, he's locked up. He's here. We get to see what Maxey, the maximum Maxey is what I'm going to call him, because apparently Maxey been working out all off season. He's all a little cut up and a little bit buffed. You know what I mean? So he hopefully it's to help him absorb some of those hits better. You know what I mean? Because he come flying down that court, man. He was taking some hard hits. Made me nervous. Remind me of Allen Iverson out there getting hit like that. So we'll see what our Sixers are going to do, man. We got Drummond backing him up. We looking good. We got Caleb Martin looking good. I'm telling you, we got a good squad. I think the Sixers, they're going to make a lot of noise. Make a lot of noise. We can't go out like we went out last year. Cannot go out like we went out last year. Not against a freaking New York team. I can't stand New York teams. Can't stand the Knicks, the Nets. I can't stand none of them. Not the sorry-ass Mets who we get to play. We would have knocked them out. Them Yankees, I can't stand them. New York Islanders, the Rangers, can't stand them. Can't stand New York, period. Anyway, our Sixers are starting up, and we'll get to see. I get to talk a little bit more about that hopefully in the next couple of weeks, baby. See what our Sixers going to do this year. We get to see what we got with this new team, baby. And now let me talk about the youngsters. Our young Flyers, baby. What I've been seeing for the last couple preseason games that I've watched, the Flyers look good. I mean, they look good. They look like they have something to say. Look like the Flyers got something to say. We're going to see what we do. I mean, I think our young Flyers are going to they're going to gel together. They're going to play together. And that's what I like to see, man. They looking good. I like all the new additions to come to the Flyers. And, and we'll see what happens. I think our Flyers, man, they tough. They resilient. They young. They fly. Our Flyers are flying, boy. Woo, do they fly around that? Man. And then the young boy, the new boy, the Russian boy. Was it Michkov? Woo, my goodness. That boy be flying. And he always know what to do with the puck. And that's what I like to see. I mean, that young boy, he's definitely an asset to us. Ooh, I'm so glad we got him. I am so glad. He looks fun. He looks like a phenomenal player. I think we have a star in the making, baby. A star in the making. Put him with Konechny. You know what I mean? But we'll see what our youngsters do. See them young Flyers, man. The young Flyers are flying, baby. They look good so far in the preseason. So let's see what happens. As far as Philly sports, that's all I got to say, man. This is a short and sweet one today, for this week, but I'm going to go ahead and give you my Fun 5 no-brainer NFL picks, baby. The Fun 5, baby. Here you go. So, I don't want to pick them, but I got to give it to them. You know what I mean? I think the Washington team is going to take care of those Clevelands. They're going to take care of Cleveland, man. I think Jaden Daniels, I think he's the real deal. He's the real deal quarterback. So I like what I see out of him. I like his decision making. I think he does a good job. We'll see. He's young though. He's a rookie, so we'll see what happens. But I got Washington over Cleveland, 24-17, and then I'm going to pick Green Bay over the Rams. I just think Jordan Love's he's back. I think he's comfortable. He's okay now. I think he's got himself settled back in, and I don't think the Rams got much of anything, man. I don't believe in the Rams this year at all. I don't think they're gonna do anything. They'd be lucky even if they make the playoffs as a wild card, but I doubt it. Anyway, I got Green Bay over the Rams, 27-20. I got Seattle taking care of the Giants. The Giants are the Giants. They had their one win. They feel good. Yeah. I think the Giants are the Giants, man. So I think Seattle's going to take care of them 30-19. Really easy. Real easy win for them. No surprising me. My son team. Yep. Them Denver Broncos. My son team. He love his Broncos. He been following them since Peyton. He like to follow Peyton Manning, so but he loves the Broncos. So I think the Broncos got enough, to beat the Raiders. I think the Raiders, they're in disarray. I don't know. I mean, Adams, he wants out. He's probably not even gonna play. He wants to get traded and this and that. It's just turmoil there. So I think there was enough turmoil for Denver to go ahead and take care of the Raiders 21-17. They're gonna eke out that win. I think it's gonna be easy for the Raiders to go ahead and collapse on their own because they're gonna do something dumb and something stupid. But Bo Nix, you just gotta take care of that ball, Bo Nix. You gotta take care of that ball. Be smart with it, man. Make the right decisions. I know you're still learning. I know you're another rookie. Got a lot of rookie quarterbacks out there, but we'll see what happens. So I got Denver over the Raiders, 21-17. And then last but not least, I got those Arizona Cardinals over the 49ers. Yep. I think they'll be able to eke a win out over the 49ers because I think the 49ers, they beat up, man. They are absolutely beat up. They're missing McCaffrey, so I don't even know. Is Metcalf playing this week? He might not even play this week. I don't know. But we'll see. See what happens. I mean, I think Arizona's going to go ahead and eke out the win over the 49ers. 24-20. They always play them tough. They always play them just a tight game. So we'll see. See what happens. But I think Arizona over the 49ers, 24-20. That being said, that's going to be a wrap for me, baby. PhillyBigJ's PhanCrave is out. And we talking Fighting Phils, baby. Fighting Phils. Let's go. Ring that bell. Ring that bell. Fighting Phils. Woo. Holla at you, baby. Later.